We've got some orcs. How are they looking? 1370 TV. They have some tackle and some mighty bow, but not on the same player, which is nice. They've got a... Do you know what? Like, of all the players to have for dealing with my specific team, like for dealing with my team with the strength up war dancers, a strength 4 sure hands ball carrier is actually really nice. So that's as good a time to have that Mr. Throw as you can have it. Got some block black orcs, got 1 guard, got some tackle, got a strength up. But so this is a pretty nice early orc team. Definitely a lot younger than our team, only 7 games on it. But this is a pretty nice start for an orc team, I think. 2 strength ups for them as well. Just the 2 rerolls. They have got a troll. I don't know Burbu. We shall see what they do. They've definitely got lots of inducements coming their way. Thanks for the follow, General Ria. Welcome to the stream. So bribe, unsurprisingly, the first thing out. I imagine a wizard as well. I don't know if there's an orc star player that's... I could take the chainsaw. Orcs definitely have a chainsaw, right? I don't think that's enough money for Varag after the bribe. Could induce a line with dirty player like the Amazons did. Bribe wizard babe. I think that's pretty solid. Pretty solid. Expenses is his strength for orc chainsaw not worth it, yeah. Yeah, I think it's a really interesting conversation that Triff and Rick are having about the guard. Like, the thing with guard is it just, you can use it so flexibly, right? Like, because it's helping more than just the player it's on. Like, it's helping players around it. And as those guys are saying, like, when you've already got 2 strength war dancers to do the actual hitting, the guard, I think the guard is honestly better. I just thought this was more fun. So sometimes we do the fun thing, right? And it's not like it's bad, it's just not as good. Okay, defense first. Cyclopedias with movement 6 on the line. And then we're already at that point of who's next on the line? Is it a wrestle piece? Is it a dodge piece? Is it a rookie catcher? Because we have got, I think it's probably the dodge piece. They have got tackle to hit it with, sadly, but it just means it's not the wrestle. I mean, the strength lineman has to go in the front line, which is already like, you know, you're spending a lot of money on a piece that can just get hit on turn 1. But it's harder to hit than the guard, and so I think that's the one that gets protected. Oh no, it doesn't have to feed to the boat. I'm lying. I've miscounted my number of players. Okay, so we'll protect it then. So we got the fame as well. One sec. Makes sense. You're playing what else? And again, orcs are also green, and that would have represented the misspelled part fittingly. True. Welcome, welcome. Come on, the Orcs. Green is best. Wah. Sorry, Orcs, your first proper team. Always a soft spot for them. That's all right, spelling mistakes. I tried Orcs. I didn't enjoy them as much as other teams have tried. I've been watching a little bit of Daedalquist playing his Orcs this season. I know he's having a lot of fun with them. And I think that if I ever did try Orcs again, I would do it the way Daedalquist is doing it with Goblin Ball Carrier for sure. Now, Daedalquist has a very fun Goblin Ball Carrier because it has Agi 4. But I think even without that, I think I see the fun in the Goblin Ball Carrier. Okay, quick snap for opponent. It's a nice anti-blitz setup from them right away. So they've set up in a way that suggests they're going to make some good decisions. Because part of what you're doing with the offset line is trying to tempt your opponent into a setup that gives some vulnerability if the kick is deep or if you get a blitz. But this was a nice setup to counter the blitz. Because if we got a blitz on this, we'd have no soft way through. I'm sorry. I don't want to mute myself before I clear throat right into the microphone. It's 2 strength 4 war dancers, general rare, and now a strength 4 lineman as well. It's a wood elf team with 3 strength 4 pieces and a tray. Hey, Thelian. No fun. No fun here. I am slightly wishing I'd bought the bench. Although who knows, if I'd bought the bench, maybe I wouldn't have even got this spin. Yeah. The thing with playing Wood Elves is even when you've got a team this strong, if you're playing without a bench, then you are always leaving open the sort of lost condition of just your opponent murders your team, which is a bit scary all the time. And you just have to get used to it. Like I say that, but like also I think one of the sort of key lessons to learn with Wood Elves if you're going to do well with them is not to be a pixel hugger, basically. Like, the elves are all here for a good time, not a long time. Hey, Sir Streaming. It'd be nice if Orc Gobos had mutations so you can more reliably get dodgy nonsense. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Also, hey Shtick, I have seen your message. I will definitely be able to make one of the Saturday or Sunday work. I want to chat to my commentary team, some of whom are here for the stream, and see what works best for people. But yeah, we'll definitely be able to do one of those two for our Chavis game. And the earlier one, not the late one. The 10 p.m. UTC is too late for me to start a game, so it'll be the earlier slot. The 14 UTC slot for sure. So they're set up to fight the tree. They need one more assist still. Even with this one who's got strength 4, you still need one more assist. Could be the troll, could be someone else, but obviously you want to pick the ball up as well. How do people who've played Orcs more than me, because I've basically just had like one run with them and it wasn't even like a full run. How do people feel about the troll? Do we like the troll? Do we think it's a good choice for Orcs? Do we think it's helpful? Good time, not a long time, right? Hey, Henry, how are you? Oh, did they just misclick? I think they just misclicked. I've done that before, where like you're pathing out, picking up the ball, and then you suddenly like... Do they know they haven't picked up the ball? I don't think they know they haven't picked the ball up. I mean, the good news for them is they've actually got quite a lot of players in the way. But, okay, they've realised. Dodge that at the end. And then dodge that at the end and pick it up. And it all works out. That was a sequence of events. Okay. We can, I think, get to it with a strip ball if we can take this hit. Could take it with you. It's just so much better if we take it with you, but it's so much riskier. Okay, good. So 2 GFIs, or we cut the corner with a dodge. I think the 2 GFIs are statistically the right choice if you're willing to reroll them, which obviously we are. It's tricky though, because if you do the dodge, then you've got the movement left afterwards. There's still 1 GFI on that. No, I think it's better to do the GFIs. Good. Good. I think we have to follow up, really. Good. Scatter. We can just get that if we roll the dice successfully. Get you through. I wonder if we leave this one back just to be a safety, in case things go wrong. Because they do have a way of doing that in Blood Bowl, don't they? There is a wizard about as well. Same either way, isn't it? It's 2 GFIs, whichever way we do it. I think we've got to do the last one as well. Cool. And then last of all, you. It's not even misclicking, it's clicking the movement without checking the pathing. I feel bad for them because, like, I hate these. I hate things that happen in. Anything that happens in Blood Bowl 2 that like wouldn't happen on a tabletop always annoys me, and so. Like the like misclicks, like whether they're for me or against me, I always feel like it's just a bit rubbish because like if you play tabletop, that can't happen. Like it literally can't. Like if you move something the wrong way, you just get to say, "Oh, sorry. Like, can I take that back?" As long as no dice have been rolled, no one cares. So yeah, that's always a bummer. Oh, the troll conversation happened. Purple chest. I build a team without the troll unless you have. The Black Orc blockers a little more solid. I dislike the added randomness. Adding one late works fine. They really only want guard. Yeah, because I guess that's the guard is the thing, right? Because you want to survive against the claw teams with orcs. You just need to outguard them, as far as I can tell. Like you just need to be able to have so much guard that they can't get the good hits on you. Surstreaming never takes troll on dwarves. Never take a troll on dwarves. I think that was a joke and it took me a second to get it. This orc offense is very much going out without your trousers on. I did get another strength shake, yeah. I'm turning them into vampires without the hypno gaze. Just slowly. We actually had a big conversation about the strength up line and whether it should be guard. because I think maybe it should be guard. But I decided that strength was more fun, so we went with fun. Rip our opponent. Just for added spite, the dice did a stun on it as well. There is a wizard, but I think we can definitely stall this another turn. And I really want to because I want to score on Daedal Quest. I think we just bring it to this corner. Could even blitz this one. Nice. Extra nice. Okay, I don't think we need to use safety anymore, so let's bring players forward because we might be able to stall this for a while, depending on how friendly the dice are. Opponent is already down to 1 reroll because they only had 2. Forgot that. I do have the wizard, so like that makes stalling till turn 8 probably unlikely, but this turn is a pretty safe one. So I don't play CCL. Map ad opponent forgot to use 300 TV of inducements if. It's just a misclick, yeah. Like I've done misclicks. Like I've done it exactly that before where I've clicked past the ball because I've been planning out different things in my head and then like I sort of think I've mapped out and I just click it quickly and I've moved past the ball, so that happens. How is the strength liner going to get this 3 SPP? I mean, it would be nice to get the strength liner up and do it, but I also would like the catcher SPP. Probably should really be focusing on the guard. It actually should probably be these two. The guard lineman really wants block. The strength lineman really wants block. A tragedy of this orc team is shit. Black Orc Blockers, overdeveloped Mr. Three. I do think this Mr. Throw is good against my team specifically. Because Strength 4 and Shirt Hands is like exactly the right answer to Strength 4 Strip Ball. When do I get my 3rd reroll? I think I tend to make a decision slightly sort of based on my feels about the team shtick. I took the 3rd reroll on this team before I took the 2nd catcher, which is not normally what I do, but sometimes it's what I do. I don't think either is wrong, and I think I'm more likely to take the 2nd catcher sooner if I haven't put dodge on any linemen yet. But I do really like getting to 3 rerolls quite quickly. 3 rerolls is... It's not that you necessarily need 3 rerolls with Wood Elves. You can start with Wood Elves with no rerolls and get away with it because they're so gross if you've got all the catches and war dancers. But I have the worst trees in the universe. This season's trees have just been terrible. Every single one of them just gets injured, never does a casualty. The rest of the team's always good, but the trees have been terrible. The reason I like to have 3 rerolls with Wood Elves, to finish that thought, is greed. Like, if you have 3 rerolls on Wood Elves, you can be really greedy, and Wood Elves are a great team to be greedy with. So it's not even that you necessarily need the third reroll, but having that third reroll lets you play really aggressively when you want to. And that's good and fun. So so I like that sort of option. It's Mighty Blow someone in the face. Probably should have Mighty Blow Mr. Throw actually. But I'm still thinking about another turn of stall here probably. And I am thinking a little bit about, could we maybe get this touchdown on strength 4 lineman? Problem is the wizard. Problem is the wizard. Greed is overcoming fear at this point. For now. Oh, that was supposed to be... Okay, so now we've both done a mispick. I've done literally the worst thing. I've put a touchdown on the one player I don't want to score on. That was supposed to be a handoff back. Oh my god. Well, I think my mispick was less bad than their mispick, but that was not intended.
I was saying balloons.
Oh my god. Oh well, at least we didn't get fireball and lose the touchdown. But that's like the last player I wanted to score on. Stupid one-turner who's already going to score all the touchdowns just stole the touchdown. Oh well. Things happen. It's so annoying. I need SVP on these players so badly. Someone... What an idiot. That's like that play in the new rules. Hackflem has a special ability where like the special ability is he just like takes the ball from a teammate and knocks them over and you don't have to roll for it. So it's like an automatic handoff. It's so good. It's such a like overpowered skill. But I feel like that's what just happened. Like Dalequist is all like, I'm going to score a touchdown, guys. Like it's my moment. And then Captain Defiance is like, no, rips the ball out of his hands. My touchdown. Yeah, it's a shame. Would have been nice to store that one more turn. Every turn you can take off orcs is good. And I actually think we might have got the wizard out, and it might have not been a good wizard, which is also something I was kind of hoping might happen. Because I think the fireball there, of course, it could have just murdered some elves, but I think it might have been not good enough for them to recover the ball. Anyway, can't complain at being 1-0 up on turn 3 of your opponent's drive, even if we have lost the tree, which feels bad. It's a nice kick. Mr. Throw is not in range unless double GFIs. Sofiana, I was thinking we might try and score on you, but unfortunately Captain Defiance stole the moment. But it's not your fault. You did everything you needed to. Oh, I'm so annoyed at myself. Oh well. Do you know what? We wouldn't even had that opportunity if they hadn't made their misclick, so. Not dead. Dead. Oh, hey, Captain Defiance. Yeah, look, sure feet for Captain Defiance is going to be great, like, for sure. I will not be sad to put sure feet on Captain Defiance. So it's just that, like, that's the one player that's going to get the levels anyway. Like, I need to level the rookies because they, you know, need a bit more sort of hand-holding. Whereas Captain Defiance is going to score touchdowns. Captain Defiance is already scoring all the touchdowns, so the time when you have a chance to get it on someone else, it feels like it's worth doing. Casual power on Dadle. Even the orcs aren't impressed with you, Dadle. Even the orcs are like, what are you doing? See how I'm transferring the blame to Dadle for my mistake. If you leave that ball on the floor again, I'm going to try and get it. Yeah, it's not easy. There's 3 pluses to roll, but I'm absolutely going to do it. Question is, what's the best way to do it? Is the best way to do it just to blitz this to the sideline and then send catcher running through? Or get it this way? It's going to be 3 pluses whatever I do, I think. If we blitz this inside. I mean, coming through the middle means splitting the team if it all works, which is probably better. It's just harder to do it without leaving something base we don't want to. Maybe we just try and go through this gap. It's the same either way, right? We're going to have to do 3 dodges. Okay. We'll keep you back. I've blocked my own path for this War Dancer. Do we keep going? Other option is, well, you won't even get there. I think we keep going. I think I'm putting a reroll into it because it's just so good if we do get it. Maybe we stop there next to the ball if we can. Still make some blitz backwards on turn 5. Can't do it. Oh well. All the ones. Boo. Problem with doing that the way we've done it is we've left some hits on. Should have got that one up. I know that was send. But these, yeah, needed 2+ dodges, and these ones I was going to make my decision on where they finished based on how that went, so. I think it was worth the reroll. I think it would have been great. I think I would have not gone for the GFR onto the ball at the end, having used the reroll, but just stopping there just means you've got to blitz here, and making my opponent blitz backwards would have been definitely a worthwhile thing for that turn, so. because it just forces them to bring team backwards and in a sort of time pressured part of the game. So Dadel, sorry, I don't actually be sorry, Dadel. Should have made Dadel a thrower so he could die on the line. Zofiana demanding extra assists because she's strength 4 and surviving them. What a champ. See, that's the fun thing about strength 4 now. Now I can hit back with Zofiana just by sticking some guard in there. Still in range. I don't know what you mean in range of. Not in range to score next turn. But I mean also they need to get the ball. Of course they could just leave the ball again for us if they're feeling generous. Strong elf. You are strong. You are the strongest. Well, technically you're only the joint strongest. You're the strongest line elf. They're probably going to foul the catcher, right? Because they've got the bribe. Looks like that's what's being planned. It's kind of okay though, because again, it is the thing which I was wanting to do with having the player back there, is making them send players backwards. Please don't die, Yuvasak. We only just hired you. Definitely an armor break. Just as done. Acceptable. Get in. What do we do here? We could get stuck in here and fight this, right? Because we just put guard in here, and then we've got a hit, and then we hit on the end. But I feel like what we should be doing is getting into this space here. The only problem with this space here is because the gap isn't that big, they can then like trade hits, pushing us back and forwards in it. I definitely like the idea of hitting this tackle with the mighty bow, so maybe we start with that. I haven't found the powers the last couple of turns. I'm going to be a bit rowdy, I think. Live to regret it, no doubt. But you know, strength 4, guard strength 4 has its uses. Good job, Zofiana. I may regret this. This is pretty rowdy. This is trusting in strength 4 bludge a bit. Like strength bullying orcs is not normally the correct way to go with wood elves. But we have pretty unusual wood elves. So let's see what happens. Hey, Whiskey Pirate. Yep, in Bludge we trust. Bludge and guard. Definitely Hancock. Too much Lamba spread. See, if that had guard, I can see how that becomes like a really useful piece, right? Because once that's got guard, it's just a really big lug to move. You don't, presumably you get it into these sorts of positions and you never activate it. You just sort of put it there and like, yep, strength 5 is. And then Lamba spread. What's the bread they eat in Lord of the Rings? Not Manmuk spread. Not a thing I said. Isn't that the elf bread in Lord of the Rings? Lember spread. You're right. Oh, cauliflower does say lember spread. I don't know. One of those two words. Hovis. Special Hovis. It's all right, Russ. Don't worry. It's all right. It's someone walking next. Not even next door. It's a few gardens down. I can hear them too. I can hear them too. But it's all right. They're not doing anything to us. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. See, here I want to throw him a treat. Now I don't know where I put the treats. Ah, they're right in front of me. It's nice, say, reinforce some good behaviour. There you go, Russ. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, they've got the ball forward quite a lot that turn. But they have left a base cage. Is it a base cage that we can do something about? That makes it unlikely that we can, and also is bad because it's a power important player. Okay, they're fine. Good. Oh, coming in for the 1 dice on Sofiana, gets the push. So yeah, we're not going to push into the cage this turn. I think what we're trying to do for the next 2 turns now is just trying to put them in a position where the ball carrier has to outrun the cage, basically. Because they have to score, obviously, in 2 turns from here. We put this guard in here. And we can blitz this one. It works. Nice. And bring you back to the middle. Bring Sofiana in. Get you up, which you should have done sooner. Are we hitting there, or are we just going to stay? We're definitely hitting here. Fine. Looks like we could hit here. Make them need that tackle back there. Yeah, would have been nicer to knock it over, but at the very least that keeps that tackle back. I have got space to come this way at the moment, which I can't close off. We have to do this dodge at least. Okay. I might not have done a good enough job here. I got a bit caught in 2 minds about whether to take this hit here or to bring this one here to hit here. Maybe I should have done neither. Maybe I should just dodge them both. But, you know, if they come to this side, they're still leaving some players behind, right? And this screen at least means it's like a reasonable way around for those ones. But I think it might not be enough, if I'm being honest. I think, especially with the guard being here, it might have been better to try to encourage them this way. Because the guard is what's going to make a difference to us doing the leap play. Double skulls always help, though. So now no rerolls for the end turn, which is good. I'm not any heart since I just found this belt that makes me feel strong. Cook always has cook on the brain. Just depends how you're spelling it. world is full of drugs. Did any of you ever like read Asterix comics when you were little? We had a couple in the house. And like Asterix is this comic book character who is like a Gaul fighting the Romans, and he has like a magic potion that makes him really strong. And he has his friend Obelix who fell into a big vat of the potion, so he's even stronger all the time. Certainly now that I'm an adult thinking like, magic potion's basically drugs, isn't it? It's just basically drugs. It's all telling kids that drugs are the way. Lots of Asterix fans in chat. Yes, they love eating boars. Oh, I always thought those boars, like they always had the big feasts of boar, didn't they, in them? And I always thought they looked amazing. And actually, like my Italian family, where my dad's from originally, is very much like a part of the country where boar is a food that gets hunted and eaten at the right time of year. Boar is delicious. Use the bribe. But it did work. What's the plan here now? There is a hit on here, 1 dice. Don't think we'll get better than 1 dice. Actually, it's not even 1 dice because the guard, we can't cancel that. I feel like maybe it's an elf screen kind of ends the drive. I think they've done a pretty good job of making this hard to hit. But we have quite a lot of recovery movement, but we've got some dodges to make. These are not the players I want to put in the front line, but they might have to be the ones that end up in the front line. We need 6 players here. I'm thinking about going to have a scoring threat as well. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Try and make one of these a scoring threat, I guess. So yeah, they're going to have to go through the screen now, I think. And can we get you into scoring range? Can we get you into scoring range as well? Might as well, we've still got the reroll. Cool. Got some scoring threats, but we might not have some scoring. We'll see what happens. They could also use the wizard here, if they really want to make sure they score. Be a bit of a brave one, because of course they've still got other dice to roll and they haven't got a reroll. They do use the wizard, they use it on super board answer and they don't get it, so that is very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. Okay, Okay, back on Asterix. I'm old enough the first ones I saw mostly said in French. The Gaul in Britain and in Rome were translated and suddenly it became a thing. Loads of drug references in Asterix. Asterix is like using PEDs. Obelix is like 90% PEDs. He was called Getafix. Oh, wow. I did not remember that either. Yeah, Getafix is not subtle, is it? That's not subtle at all. Cacophonix, the bard. Oh, these are amazing. I didn't know all of these. Fully automatics, the smith. Chief vital. I do actually remember chief vital statistics. It appeared in English, so it's Piers now. I don't know what Piers means. Asterix is now English property like the Alchemy Marbles. Tintin is Belgium. Curry is England's national dish. Apparently there's in the newer ones of Asterix, there's a binge-watch Netflix and a Roman called Tom Cruise. That's very funny. Okay, Zofiana does get punched. Zofiana is injured, don't be bad. Okay, that's fine. You're safe, Zofiana. It's really tough for you now, Zofiana, because I don't want to use an apothecary on you because the war dance is so important, so I just kind of need you to not die. So good job not dying. They are not going to try and score, it looks like. Because that is not in range, and they didn't go for it though, so I guess they're just accepting that the screen is too tough to get through. Yorkshire footing is English national ditch, and I won't hear any other answers. Well, I can get behind that. I was thinking, where's my guard? My guard would be useful here. My guard's up there. We could bring the guard back to help. It means I won't get to score on the guard, which is the tricky part. Because we have a hit now, right? Like we can run in here and hit the ball. And if we bring guard back to there and someone else into here, then we've got the 2 dice. We should do that. We should just accept it might be scoring on Giraffe instead of on Oscar the Corgi. Because 2-0 would be much better than 1-0. Well, it's probably not going to happen anyway, but we'll still try. Might as well do it with the mighty bow because the strip ball doesn't actually matter because they've got sure hands. Do you get it down? Can we spat Mr. Throw? Won't follow because I don't want to catch it. KO Mr. Throw. They have a babes, it's probably not that big a deal. Alright. I think we've just got to go through. See if we can... Might as well just stack them, there's no point. We haven't got to reroll anymore. Okay. 4 plus 2 plus or 2 2s for the 3. No, I think we just take the 4. Oh my god, it's working. Gross. Elves are gross. 2-0 on our opponent's drive. Pretty nice. Elves, I hate them. Hey Andy, how are you? And thanks. That wasn't even like the good elves. Like we've got, well, I suppose the strength 4 after do the block. Yeah, that was definitely some elf BS. Look, they got their KO back. What are you even complaining about? I'm the one being diced here. Me. The dice are against me. I didn't even get to score on my guard one like I wanted to. You lot are all monsters. Diced, exactly. Talk gets it. Talk sees how things are. Right, we've got both the rookie catches back, so we could try and score on them. And we could also try and score on Oscar the Corgi. Those are our three we want to score on, since Sofiana is taking the rest of the game off. I rolled a 3 first once. Just the once. Once is enough. You tried it, you didn't like it, you didn't need to do it again. It was during your experimental phase, right? Everything has its place, but if someone buys you a treat, a cake, or something baked, are you hoping it's from Asda or from M&S Waitrose? In this example, Asda. I don't know what example Andy is picking Asda for. Because M&S has nice baked stuff. Haven't been in a Waitrose for a while, but M&S has nice baked stuff. M&S is like a menace, because like M&S food court is so expensive, but like also you pop into M&S to buy something else. You just want to buy some pants, and then you smell the food court and you go in and everything's so nice. And the next thing you know, you're buying all the best things in the food court. I would just do a 2-turn here, but it's not actually that easy to just do a 2-turn against the Orcs, so I'm going to have to faff around a little bit. Maybe we'll try and throw some passes on you. Not fighting that line. Guess we might as well just blitz a Black Orc with Mighty Bow. There's no point doing a full Dakar either, because we're tuning up. But we're going to have to like run around a bit. We're going to have to do some elf running around a bit before we can actually make the breakthrough. Little Bakery is actually really good. So I don't have an Aldi. I have an Aldi near me, not a Lidl. And I like Aldi. You know, actually I was in Sainsbury's getting some things yesterday and I was thinking to myself, why is it that like going to Sainsbury's, even when it's not like a huge shop, is just so much more expensive than Aldi? But Lidl definitely has better baked stuff than Aldi. It's the thing I miss from where I used to live, is we had a Lidl instead of the Aldi. Bonk. How greedy are we? Oh, they have a wizard. Let's not forget they still have a wizard. Oh no, they don't have a wizard. They used it bolting a player on the trying to score and it didn't work. I think I'm pretty greedy, honestly. We have got 4 rerolls, you know. If you can't be greedy with 4 rerolls, when can you be? Have not protected this player. Given the Mighty Bone tackle both on that side, maybe we're actually better off to do that. It's now a mistake because I moved that first, but we've done it. So let's just commit to it and spend a GFI. Never punished. Cool. Aldi, the only place you can go for bread and milk and come out with a chainsaw and a 6-man tent. I will say I did one online shop a little while ago. It's a little while now, but I did one online shop with Ocado, and that nearly ruined me. Both nearly ruined me in terms of it cost a lot of money, and nearly ruined me because it was just such a pleasant experience. Like, everything showed up in bags that you can return to them, so you didn't have a big faff at the door. Everything was not just like in date, but it had like a really long date on it. Nothing was substituted. I was like, this is not like when I ordered from Tesco. No, don't injure the wrestle piece. Okay, fine. I genuinely have gone to Aldi for milk and come away with an inflatable kayak. Yeah, it's too expensive, Ocado, but it is really like it's the best of the online shopping ones that I've used, but it's just expensive. You can't justify it, or I can't justify it. So they've made like a nice screen, which is annoying because I just want to score. But on the other hand, we're 2-0 up. So if they want to do this, then we can just stack her. I think we're going to take a turn of running backwards because it doesn't suit me to push into this. Like, they made a full screen across the pitch, so let's go away from it and not get hit for a turn. And throw some match passes because I want to. I want to give it to you, but I can't this turn because I need to minimize the number of rerolls I'm using so I can dodge that out afterwards. Unnecessary Decker. Do you know, I once flew to America and I'd bought a sandwich at the airport because I don't always trust plane food for a long flight. And I oh, sorry, I muted myself. It wasn't that interesting a story, Specky. Now I've built it up to be a more interesting story than it is because there was a pause. No, it wasn't about the cost. It was just that when I got to America, I had not eaten the sandwich and I thought it was in my bag, and then it was like, "Are you bringing dairy into the country?" And they saw the sandwich, and it had cheese in it, and they were like, they made me do like a whole extra layer of customs, even though I was like, I don't care, throw it away, like I don't care. And in the end, the long and short of it was just that they threw it away anyway. But it was like an extra half hour I spent in the airport just because um, because I was importing dairy, which you're not allowed to do. So yeah, be careful with bringing food into foreign countries, is what I was saying, which was someone was saying that before in chat. I had to go through bonus customs some leftover jerky from Estonia. The US customs guy looked at the dust in the bag and was like, "I'm not paid enough, go on." Yeah. It was really silly. I feel like my experience with US customs is you get two. No, that's not true. There's 3 different kinds of US customs people that I've come across as an English person. Because I used to travel to the US a bit for my work. Um, um, the first kind of US customs person is just like super officious, like wants to check everything, like will make you feel like you're a criminal when you've done nothing except like want to come into the country. The second kind hears your English accent, is like, "Oh, hey, you're from England," and then wants to talk to you about something specifically English, which half the time is the royal family. And the third kind just don't care. Just like fully don't care. But yeah, like the super officious ones are definitely a thing as well. Like the ones who are going to like pick you up on everything. I expect to see nothing to declare. I love those shows. Like I haven't seen them in ages. The one in Australia is really fun. Mm-mm. We got enough movement to switch sides here. We do if we throw a pass. And why would we not throw a pass? So you're going to finish your turn in that square, passing to someone inside. You can go to about there. I think we can push you up to like here. You have to be the one to catch. Actually, do you? You could also come up there, and you could be the one to catch the ball. This is not responsible Blood Bowl play now, by the way. If anyone's watching this thinking, is this smart? The answer is not really. But we're 2-0 up and we're being greedy. Which you can allow yourself sometimes when you're 2-0 up. And then sometimes you do it and you end up getting punished for it and you regret it. Nothing beautiful stays with me for longer than 10 minutes. It sounds like Davuma's got the answer. Do you know Dave? It's a huge country. Why would I know of it? Also, yes, I do. Two buddies of mine was checked in customs when travelling from here. They had Spanish-sounding names with Swedish passports like me. It was rather interesting. Always a bit of a hassle when we rock up to passport control. Now we have 4 different passport types for the 4 members of the family. Oh wow, sounds like a fun mix. This way you need at least one goblin orc team, throw teammates straight on the ball carrier. They have a goblin. They've recklessly left the goblin out. They could have had that goblin here to throw at us if they were rowdy enough. We actually should probably throw 1 pass on Captain Defiance. I missed a chance to do that before. Actually, even though they're not the one that I'm in a rush to level. You know, it's 1 SVP away. Probably should do it. My passport isn't blue, Collie. I've got a few more years to hang on to it. Yeah, until renewal. I think I'm just going inwards because we're gonna want to go around the corner next turn, so just more squares towards that. I think that should probably have come up here because you really wanted to get more things in my way than this. Like putting the pressure on here, it might, you know, I might just roll a snake and then you get the ball and that's fine. But if I don't roll a snake, you've given me a lot of space to go this way. Like even that troll could actually have come and sat in this space and made it much harder to push into. You know how I keep saying I'm being too greedy? Just want to confirm that that's what I'm about to do again. I'm being so greedy. It's really obnoxious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we do need to fill that square there. Greed, 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 greed. Four rerolls for 4 turns, so I might as well. Snake. There's the snake. Showed up just at the wrong time for my opponent, the right time for me. Annoyingly, that does mean we will not be leveling Oscar the Corgi in this game, but we are getting some good vantage passes. And now next turn, if we want to, and if we're able to, we could do a pass on Captain Defiance and get them the level as well. So ideal scenario now is get one of Uvasac or Daedal Quest to do 1 more vanity pass and score, and sure, why not, we can do a vanity pass on Captain Defiance as well. And that's the dream. Get them both those levels locked in. Got the ferry home from a rugby match in Cardiff. My buddy was so drunk I had to physically carry him onto the boat, and the customs lads gave me loads of hassle. So I was like, look, let us on the boat and we won't be your problem anymore. But they made me slap him around and wake him up so he could walk through customs. And then because he had just woken up, we got rat-ass all over again on the ferry. Arrived back in Ireland, walked through the big customs gate. About 50 Irish cops sniff a dog's works. We were shitting it, and the closest cop turned and said some weak advance. This is how I imagine Ireland. This is fitting some stereotypes. Sounds like a good weekend. Orcs having 2 rerolls has hurt them in this game. Yeah, like they put the reroll into that one at last because they're running out of turns to use it. Scary one. Doesn't break armor. Could still foul us. But again, they haven't got stuff in front of us, so all you're really sort of hoping for here is that we fail a 2+ dodge. Which obviously is a lot to hope for. Okay, at least that makes that a little bit trickier. This is nice guard positioning. Like getting that knocked down when you could get the guard in here, and now that's not immediately a 2 dice. We can make it a 2 dice, but not immediately. Gonna foul this war dancer. Fair enough. Looks like we have broken armor. Just a KO. Safe. Tom the Owl is safe. Good job, Tom. Okay, so now what we need to do is bring you in here to be an assist. You there. Okay, knockdown would have been better, but this can work too. I think we just got to dodge this one first. Could take the 1 dice, but it hasn't got block. Whereas if we dodge this one first, then we can do it with a strength 3 player, and it'll be 2 dice for the surf, and then we can dodge that one. So this is a dodge off tackle, which is fine. I think at this point we'll just send this long because I really want to score on you. More sensible probably should keep that there for the screen, but I do really want to score on it. So let's carry on with our greedy plays. Surf and Orc. Bring you across to do some screen. Continue to be greedy with absolutely everything we do. Cool. Not a lot of elves left on the pitch, but you don't need a lot of elves on the pitch. You just need the ball. Got the level for Captain Defiance. I did the surf, Andy, one of your forte. Dizzy! We love you, Dizzy. Don't take it personally. Love you all except for Andy. That's fair enough. Every time your elves don't die, I hear that I'm not dead yet from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I keep thinking I should sound clip that. Catapesper? I keep thinking I should do that one. You do have to go. All right, Dizzy, see you later. I do keep thinking I should clip that, not dead. I think that'd be a fun clip. Or also, like, there's a Monty Python musical in which there's a song, like, We Are Not Dead Yet. Oh, Andy, with a gift sub. Andy, gift subbing for the surf. Thank you very much, Andy. That's kind. If you're here, you are here. Welcome to the Weirdos. courtesy of Andy Davo. Thank you very much, Andy. That's really kind. It is no doubt partly your influence that I have learned to see the surfs more. Collie, if you would be so kind, if you're there, to give Andy a shout out, that'd be lovely. Oh, double skull on their surf. Brutal. Does get the surf. That is the last reroll gone. Daedalquist into the crowd. How are the crowd feeling? Daedal's dead. That sucks, but I'm not going to use an apple on it because I have a war dancer still on the pitch. Soz Daedal. It's a sad waste of the 2 SVP we got on Daedal this game. Right, we need to get this last...
We are the weirdos, mister.
And another one, Andy. Andy, you're in generous mood. That's so kind. Awesome. So now we just need to hand the ball back to Yuvasak, and that will get that level. Right, you need to get yourself out of trouble. Do I do this bits? Blitzing's the greedy thing to do. It's not strictly necessary. Maybe we should just run as far as we can and get out of range. Technically not out of range, although they're going to have a hard time getting the assists to hit that well. Sorry, Daedal. I would have liked to save you, but yeah, that war dancer at the time was in a pretty precarious spot, so I was not keen to have that, to take any risks of this dying, of Talk dying, so. We've lost Daedal and Murmur in consecutive games, which is sad. But the price that we have received for their lives is hopefully going to be a levelled catcher, which is nice. Do you know, if I do score, I'm slightly worried about who actually goes on the line. How many players do we have left? 4. There is a genuine case here for not scoring. But I'm probably going to score McGrady. And Daedalquist. Sorry, Daedal. And thank you, Andy. That's so kind of you to gift a second gift sub. I'm sorry, I don't feel like I said that one properly because I was distracted. Kata, I've got to work out how to say your name now. You've been gifted a sub. Kata Pesra? Kato Pesra? Kat Opesra. Kato Pesra sounds most right to me at the moment, but you tell me if that's not right. And yeah, Andy, thank you so much. But Kato Pesra, welcome to the Weirdos, and enjoy those emotes you've got. If someone saved up loads and loads of points and wanted to be many players on the same team, could they? You're muted. Someone could type the reply. They'd be appreciated. Right, so let's just hand it back to Yuvasak. Because we've already done the vantage pass on that one. Let's take a blitz because we can. And then we score. I don't know, say 192,000 worth of points. I don't think that's enough, given that a positional is 12,000. That is a lot of points. Didn't even toxic showboat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm letting you down. Okay, 2k has come back, which is nice. Neither of them is War Dancer, which is also nice because the War Dancer can stay off now and be safe. And I think, unfortunately, Freshie Level Catcher still stays online. Because, yeah, these are all probably more important. Sad we didn't manage to get Oscar to a level, but we did get some more SPP on them, so they're getting close. All right, good luck, you three on the line. Uvasac, Circopedius, and Giraffe. The thing is that Andy's piqued my interest. Like, I want to know what Andy wants to do with naming a whole team. Like, what if Andy wants to make the whole list of team names very obnoxious? What if I would regret it? Because it's hard for me to like stop doing what I'm doing and go and chat. Let me get a headset. I mean, Andy's approached this the right way because he's already started bribing me, right? Like, he's already given out 2 gift subs. I mean, I would probably name a whole team whatever someone wanted for a bunch of gift subs. That's pretty easy. Like, that's an easy decision. Because, you know, none of us is above bribery. But channel points, what's an appropriate number? What does Andy want to do? Do I trust him? I mean, I think I mostly trust Andy. Oh, you can hear me now. Andy, why are you so keen to... Why are you so keen to name a whole team? What's this about? You were asking for a friend. I'm just curious. I mean, let's put it to chat. We've got a lot of people here. Chat. Do you think it would be a good gift reward to have to let one person name a whole team? Or is that annoying to everyone who's been buying individual players and then has to like sit out a whole team? Oh wow, GFI fell into injured troll. Does only badly hurt. But Flux Streamer says no. Collie says no. Yeah, I think Andy wants to spend all of their gift things in. And then Uvasac, after all, I guess the MVP on top. Well, won't complain about that. That's good news. It was a very well-behaved troll, actually. I didn't even notice that at the time, but it was very well-behaved. This all looks normal to me. It didn't feel like anything was too wacky in the dice we were going. We did suffer quite a lot of injuries for only 28 blocks. I guess they were fouling as well. To be fair, they were fouling as well, so. All right, let's roll some levels. Movement up for Captain Defiance to have my first ever natural 110 elf. Yes! Oh my god, this team is so broken. Oh my god, this team is so ridiculous. I've never had an elf. I've never had a 110 elf. Never, never, never. Well, that's not true. I've had 110 elves, never a natural 110 elf. That's so exciting. And that's just block. I now feel like I maybe need to buy a bench so I can put that on the bench. Oh my god.
Just a CCL greedy hellboy like you. Boo.
Holy cow. It's fine as long as people. Oh, we're still talking about it. We'll come back to that topic. I don't mean to stop the topic having got you to put a headset on, Andy, but that is we haven't finished that conversation. This team is disgusting. I mean, this is the best Wood Elf team I've ever had, and it's not close. I've never had a Wood Elf one turner. The only thing that's annoying with this now is you kind of wish you didn't give it side step, because then you could have gone sprint, could have gone sure feet, and maybe leap to make the one turning even better. But yeah, I guess if we just roll agility on the next level, that'd be fine. Oh no, then we'll never have sure feet. Oh god, you see, terrible decision to give it side step. I did ask with that skill. I was like, should I just be greedy and take sure feet, hoping to roll the movement? And clearly, I should have done. But yeah, that's nice to have. The war dance are disgusting. Strength 4, lineman, guard lineman. Like, there's barely any normals on this. Mighty bow there as well. Oi, what a team. What an absolutely stupid team.